I'm Adam, and this is The Reset. Today, I want to talk about a number that has sat in the back of my head for a long time. It's a number that, if I'm being totally honest, still bothers me to this day. And the number is 30. That was the age when I finally received my Bachelor's of Science degree. For some of you, that might sound young, but in a world of 4-year degrees and getting an early start, I felt like I was a decade behind. I already had 2 kids and was balancing a life that looked nothing like a typical college student. Part of that delay was just life happening. You've heard me talk about illnesses and surgeries and a long road to recovery. But even beyond that, life just didn't move in a straight line for me. I remember looking at the 22-year-olds in my classes and feeling like I was last. I felt like I had missed the prime of my career before had it even started. But here's the irony. While I was sitting in those classes feeling behind, the actual world of success was waiting for someone exactly like me. We've been sold this idea that if you haven't made it by 25, you've missed the boat. We see these 30 under 30 lists and we panic. But did you know that the average age of a successful startup founder isn't 20, it's 45? Researchers at MIT and the Small Business Administration found that people in their 50s are actually 2.8 times more likely to have a massive hit than a 25-year-old. Being last often just means that you're warming up for a higher impact finish. The years I spent caring for my family weren't lost years. They were years where I was gaining the perspective and the resilience that a 22-year-old simply hasn't earned yet. In Jeffrey R. Holland's talk, The Laborers in the Vineyard, he talks about the workers who showed up at the very last hour of the day, the 11th hour. They were standing there, probably feeling exactly how I felt at my graduation. They were thinking, it's too late. The day is gone. We've missed our chance to contribute. But he says something that changes everything. It's never too late, so long as the master of the vineyard said there is time. He reminds us that Heavenly Father isn't looking at your stopwatch. He isn't comparing your start date to the person next to you. He's looking at your willingness to work now. Here's the reset. Don't mistake a late start for a lost life. The reward isn't calculated by the hours on the clock, but by the heart in the work. The time it took you to get here wasn't wasted. Those delays, the family challenges, the health battles, the slow years, those were the moments that actually built a person who is now ready to succeed. Heavenly Father doesn't care when you got to the field. He cares you're on it now. Until next time, what's your reset?